at the dawn of day. Marie Laveau had passed away in St. Louis Cemetery. She lays in a tomb. She was buried at night on the wing of the moon. Oh, Marie Laveau. Oh, Marie Laveau. Hey, Marie Laveau. Hey, Marie Laveau. The folks still believe in the voodoo queen. Way down yonder in New Orleans. Way down yonder in New Orleans.
Greetings, it's Bloody Mary in New Orleans, and I'm here at my Voodoo Queen Marie Laveau altar at the Haunted Museum. I am a priestess in the tradition of Marie Laveau. Oh, there's so much controversy about her life. However, I guess there's always been controversy and confusion. A woman with such power, it makes sense. I understand it. People make up all kinds of things in order to, make themselves feel better. Anyway, Marie Laveau, in a nutshell, free woman of color born in New Orleans in the 19th century. She was born free. She was born in 1801, died in 1881. I am writing her spiritual biography right now in her cottage to get her side of the matter on everything. However, no one really denies the fact that she was a doctor, lawyer, Indian chief, all rolled into one. She was an incredible healer. But she also worked on prison reform and women's rights, civil rights, and love. She was more than just a matchmaker. She was the mistress of l'amour. In fact, they say she never lost a case. She helped everyone that came to her door. There was only one case that she failed at least people say. However, I do not believe that she failed. A woman came to her wanting to marry the man that she loved. In the time was disallowed to marry between the races, but Marie Laveau said that she would help her get her man for eternity, for that's what she asked for. She did get her love for eternity, but probably not the way she had in mind. It is sometimes how you say things. So this is an inquiry into the life of Julie, who has stayed behind as the mistress of amour too. In her own way, she's a ghost matchmaker. Maybe that was part of her life choice or afterlife choice to do, since love was so much on her mind at her death. Let us talk, let us tell the tale of Julie, the octroon mistress. Sometimes you might say the spirit of forbidden love. Well, Marie Laveau would have helped her out, and she came to her in desperation. She came to her in fear on many levels, but she came to her because she wanted to ensure that her man would be with her forever. The love was there. That was clear. It was the piece of paper that she wanted, which was not given at the time for interracial marriages. Well, Marie Laveau lived with a white man, and she had interracial children as well. She was part Native American, part African, part European. And she used all of those bloodlines and all those magics and mysticism under the umbrella of Catholicism at the time. And she helped a lot of people. Her tomb is still the #1 tomb visited in the country, where people went for miracles to be made. And a lot of times when people still call today about voodoo and call me, it's about matters of love. So the people needed to feel happy. So Marie Laveau was there to help. But she was such an incredible healer on the physical plane as well. And she had her hands in so many pots. Some loved her. Everyone respected her for what she did. Eulalie, Mademoiselle Marie. It's Bloody Mary in Haunted New Orleans. Listen in to this ghost box
Linear or random, I'll do random.
I think I still like FM better. Okay, I'm back. It's Mary. Who are you? Bloody Mary.
Devil.
Devil? Who's the devil? Can you say your name? Here's your cake, Julie. Your radio, you can't say the F word. Go.
Who's this?
AM. What?
He said, who's this?
It's Mary, Bloody Mary. The gate is still open. This is the sweet. Julie, is this you? Juliet, Julie.
That's it.
Welcome to Bloody Mary's Spirit Realm. Subjects are always Voodoo Paranormal. Today we have Glynette. She lives with one of New Orleans' most famous ghosts, Julie, and she has a new book coming out. So please welcome Glynette. Come on in. Have a seat.
Thank you.
How are you today?
I'm good.
Welcome to the Spirit Realm. Tell us a wee bit about Julie and like what your relationship is to her.
Well, Julie is a spirit that lives in my house in the French Quarter.
Okay.
Walk the roof naked to please her lover.
So legend goes, and she's been called the Octroon Mistress. She's been called the Golden Wraith or something. Also, there's many things that she's been called. I called her the Ghost of Forbidden Love. But Julie's a very sweet spirit, and I still think it's debatable whether she was really naked up there. I think that's the way certain men wrote about it.
I have a feeling that's probably true.
I do believe, because of some of the spirit ways that I've actually seen Julie, and I've known her for a good 20 years, I seen her one night manifest wearing a beautiful long white dress, and some early oral traditions say she danced that night out in her wedding gown.
And that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah. There was a ice storm out that night, and the dare that she took her life. She froze to death that night. Julie went out on her own one night to go visit Marie Laveau. She wanted her man and her love to last for eternity. She wanted a love ritual. Marie Laveau was doctor, lawyer, Indian chief, all rolled into one. She did a little matchmaking on the side. Matchmaking mixed with voodoo. Marie Laveau would bless the wedding dress. This is what I've gleaned psychically occurred between Marie Laveau and Julie. And it was a common thing to do in a day to ensure a wedding. She went and had her wedding dress blessed. That is what I saw Julie dance in that night. That I am sure. As thick as you and me. Her love and her faith still lives. And she is there on Royal Street. Her love did last for eternity. But probably not the way she had in mind. Her flesh was weak, but the love still beats in her heart. They are our Romeo and Juliet story of yesteryear. With Grigri in hand and Marie Laveau's promise and blessing, Julie went on her way. Because she's made sure I've met everyone that's lived there for the past 20 years, because she was the first ghost that took a full ride on my back, kind of a hitchhiker. Except she's a sweet kid in a candy store feeling. And ever since then, she's made sure that I've stayed friends with everyone there, and we still have stayed friends. And now, you've lived there for 9 years, going on 10.
Yeah.
And you wrote a book about your experiences. Please tell everybody the name of your book.
The name of the book is Julie's Spirit, a New Orleans Ghost Story.
And it's everyday occurrences of living with a ghost, which is generally not the Hollywood way.
No.
You know, like sometimes they're there, sometimes they're not there. You know, they show themselves, and it clusters a lot of times. You know, that it's a hot cycle, and then it close.
When they were remodeling the house next door to me.
Twin house, yeah.
Yeah, it's my sister house. That, at that time, that year was crazy. I heard
They
so
really
many
hate
things.
remodeling. I mean, it disrupts the whole energy of the place.
Things,
So yes,
things were in the wrong place.
Moved
Things
around
fell. I lost stuff that I normally wouldn't lose. I mean,
yeah, not just the rumblings of the activity of the construction. Now
No.
we're talking about the spirit
Well-
unrest that goes with the changing of an area. They don't like that.
Right.
You're messed. Now that happens all the time. Spirits take things, they use them on the other side. What they use them for, just to make attention, who knows? But you ask them nicely. Sometimes you give them something else, and they do eventually bring it back. And one would hope maybe with a little bit of blessing and knowledge from the other side
there you
in
go.
the process. So not at all.
I
Knew something was up, but you didn't know.
right. Well, there were things in the house that the renter had done,
Mm-hmm.
which I didn't understand what she was getting at.
Mhm.
She had salt in all the windowsills, and at all the doors.
Okay.
And I saw the white stuff on the floor and on the windows, and I thought, that's kind of weird. Maybe they have snails or something.
On the third floor.
Yeah.
Very active snails.
Yes, but it's like you just let that go. You know, it's oh well, it was
Nothing
her
to do with
thing.
Orleans.
Yes, and it was her thing.
Mhm.
I don't know why she put. Plus, she also had a religious candle over in the corner, up by the balcony, up at the front corner.
So salt is for protection, keep away evil spirits.
Which I found out eventually.
Yeah.
You know, but at the time I didn't know why she had those in
But
there.
she didn't consider Julie an evil spirit. She
No.
knew about Julie. Because
But
I met her and she talked to me about Julie. But she knew
I
about...
think she was afraid
There's the other
of
one.
of the black spirit.
The dark spirit.
Yes, the dark spirit that comes
Yeah.
through the door. And I think she was keeping him away.
And also maybe she was prompted by Julie's suggestion without even really knowing it. You
Which
know?
I hadn't thought about that.
You know, Julie said, do this, Julie,
Mhm.
you know. So, so she was almost sealing her in where you...
Exactly.
You and I, over the years, have actually gone out with Julie to have a drink or
Oh,
a
for
dinner
sure.
and just be about the day-to-day life of living with the spirit. And then I've got a lot written about her in my book too.
Mhm.
And Julie is
Well,
a
and
very sweet spirit.
I did go through and pick out all the stories I could find about her.
Mhm.
Back from 1930, which was the first one I actually found written down.
Right.
I'm sure it was by word of mouth before that,
Yeah.
but it was in that book.
Mhm.
And there was only 3 people mentioned in the spirit world, and that was Madame Lalaurie,
Of course.
and of course Marie Laveau,
Mhm.
and Julie. And she
And
was
they're all
called.
women.
I found it quite interesting that there she was,
Mhm.
just her. No, just her and the 2 other most famous women in the history of the
She's in
city.
the top 3, yeah.
She's the top 3, and that was really interesting.
Mhm.
But I went through and I investigated each one of those type of stories over the years, and I also interviewed a lot of people like yourself who've dealt with her, over people who've lived in the house and had experiences.
Bottom of the cup.
A lot of people from the cup, yes.
Mhm.
A lot of people from the cup.
Oh, the French Quarter is filled with activity from both the living and the dead. Afterlives are watching the current lives, and they do intermingle. Some of us watch them more intently than others. Julie lives still in an apartment that she rented from the Catholic Church long ago. St. Anthony's Garden behind the church that we see here may very well have been where Julie and her lover met. It could have been at a quadroon ball, which was set up to create these liaisons, so that you could not marry between the races. A system known as placage was created, and the people were the women were very faithful to their man. In most cases, there was true love. Placage was a system where a woman would go into contract with a rich Creole gentleman. They would set up house, money per month, and inheritance rights in some cases. It was a very formal obligation that occurred here, and there was true love. In the case of Julie and Zachary, love was not the question. In this case, Zachary did indeed love his Jolie. He set her up here on Rue Royale, right in the middle of town. Her love for him was beyond compare, as his was for her. house. The courtyard was like an extended living room. The servants' quarters were the 3-story buildings attached to the main house. We're now going to the main house part, where our famous spirit lives. Julie, with a Christmas present. Julie, let me in. I have a friend with us. Yes, sir. Bonjour, Julie. I'm here to see the back of the presbytere, the side of St. Louis Cathedral. This was all church property. They were the landlords of the Catholic Church. Julie froze to death on the roof after being told by her love that if she spent the night on the roof, that he would marry her in the morning. Lynette believes that it was by climbing out of this area, the slave quarters, that she would get up to the roof and go around to the front. Julie was the first spirit that took a full ride on my back that I had to have ritually removed. Right at the transition of me doing this part-time to full-time, approximately 20 years ago or so. She was a kid in a candy store feeling, and we've become friends ever since. She's made sure that I've met everyone that's moved here. And I try to give her gifts, invite her to dinners, and I don't forget her at Christmas. Yalali. I had bought this for her. Last time I was here, I put that as a topper. It's a little ring. And this is her little present. And she has her chocolates. She asked for shoes last year, so she got ballet shoes. And there are other spirits here too, so I got them potpourri and flowers and a variety of other things. Sometimes the bad man is heard more on the stairs, trying to come in, rattling at the door in the middle of the night. When I spent the night here, I've heard footsteps walk over and whispers in my ears. But the first time, long time ago, that I did an investigation here, the red-eyed one, the dark man, he came out with all of his fury. So in this window had this door he has seen. Occasionally Julie manifests here, but there are other spirits in here as well. The main place, as usual, where most of the action is, always the bedroom. I'm trying to be funny. In this corner here, she's done full flesh manifestation, a whole electrical light show kind of energy orb appearance. Tons of voices, EVP, dream visions, a smell of perfume when many of the spirits are here will intoxicate you inside. She prefers when the balcony is open so she can feel the energy and see the life and how things have changed over the years. Plus, like a lot of spirits from the 19th century, they prefer fresh air than air condition. It's always a problem. It's really noisy during the day out there, so we might leave it closed today, but she can peer out. I can leave the curtain open a little. That'll make her happy. Here we go. Julie's a very sweet spirit. Julie, are you here? Is she Julie? Julie's also known to be the ghost of love. If you have any love needs whatsoever, you write her a letter. Yellow paper, blue ink. Dear Julie. You write what you need and give her a slice of coconut cake. Leave it near the church or over here, and she will make a match. Julie has many gifts. And this is her beautiful home. Her man would have stayed more downstairs when he entertained the friends. This would have been their private abode. Small little room over there and a full attic up above. And the little courtyard, the servants' quarters, they would have had many. She had slaves that tended to her every need. She was fed in the delicacies of the land and the sea. She was given jewels and furs. She had everything but the legal marriage certificate, which is what she wanted. But in those days, it was illegal to marry between the races. She was technically his placee, a legal mistress. When in jest, he said, spend the night on the roof, I'll marry you. In the morning, she took it true. Plus, she was armed with the strength of voodoo for protection and a love ritual in the other hand. She went upstairs, but the elements got her, and he fetched her from the roof, but he had her die in his arms. He died a few months later of a broken heart. Both her spirits are here, but she is not sad. She loves the idea of love and sticks around as a matchmaker. Julie's a very sweet spirit, and she has a lot of gifts to share. Ashe, Julie, and happy. Open the way, like Bob, open the way, Papa. In the Father, Son, Holy Ghost, Maros, and the mysteries and the Lord. Open the way to the spirit world. Open the way. Oh, one more thing I forgot to ask. Do you have a bell?
I think I
Ring, ding, a ding.
might.
Or even just a little jingle bell.
If we have to use that mask over there, we can.
Like a sleigh bell.
Do you want one of the masks?
Can you really
It's
jingle
got jingles on it.
She's saying you can jingle the bells on it.
Oh, sure, if you want to.
How to make a bell when you don't have one.
Ding dong.
I can
All
use
this traffic here.
I can use a gong. I'll wear it, yeah. You gotta improvise. It really would have hurt me to play back a bell on phone. Open the way, Papa. Open the way, leg by name with Father, Son, Holy Ghost, the Maros, the mysteries, and the more. To all the spirits that are here that can hear. I, Bloody Mary, and the Coco, Marie Laveau, open the way. We call upon all of you to come here today, especially the spirits of place with our friends and family that are all near. I call upon my spirit guides, Marie Catherine Laveau. I call upon Juliet Bizarra. I call many names I've known and many names that I'll never know from the past and that will come in the future. I call upon them again, my spirit guides, friends, matets, guardian angels, and spirits at my side to ask them so that we can speak to a spiritus verde, the spirit of truth, to get a clear message through. Maybe use all of our senses so we may see, hear, feel, smell all of the above. Especially here tonight, we are calling upon the spirits, but first we must call upon the spirit of fire. The spirit of the south to light the way, the heat that warms, normally the veve. We call upon the spirit of fire, the spirit of the south, the light, to bring the spirits so they can find their way here tonight. Call upon the spirits of the west, the spirits of the water, the lowest, the angels and matets that are there, so that they may travel through the water from over there to bring you here and there. Follow the light, travel through the water, the elixir of light that runs through our body and runs through this town, to bring the spirits all around to the spirits of the west, to the spirits of the east, to the spirits of the air, the low as the angels, the guides, the winds that are there, the spirits of the east, the spirits of communication, the smokes of fire. Open the way, follow like smoke signals to find your way here today. We are calling upon the spirits of the east of the air. We'll also swim through the waters and follow the light to be with us here tonight. We call upon the spirits of the earth, food mother, green mother, to bring you here. We bring it as an offering as well. Earth, ground us in the moment that we are to bring it here. We also have libations for the spirit. And we toast to the spirit of place. We toast to open the gate and to Julie. Part the veil, open the way. Come with us here today. Center of the town, next to the church where Julie did walk all around. We're calling you here to follow the light, to swim through the water, to see the smoke signals, to ground into the earth, into the place that we are, to come and visit us tonight. We're now going to hold hands, and then it's the energy that's between us that keeps us together, that keeps us stronger. May we see clear. We're all psychic, and we open the way. We share with each other today. One deep breath, and let go. There have been many people that have lived in this place before us, and there'll be many people that will live in this place again. It is both a sad night and a night that we've put hope into the universe through our spirits, Julie, that the right people come to this place that will treat the spirits and the building within with love, like Lynette did. This is a sad place because how long have you had this place
10
now?
years in October.
So, a decade ago, when I met Miss Lynette, she just moved in here to a spirit that I had met even a decade before, but always made sure I met everyone that was here. I hope I get to visit you again. I will see you outside, Julie. Come through, come again. Neither one of us freely chose not to be in this building anymore. Circumstances, health, and that dreaded thing known as age and time have forced situations that make Lynette and leave soon. But her heart is heavy with that, and she loves you so. So as much as we are going to miss you, and this is a sad occasion, it's happy as well, because I met you long ago here. And I want to know if you have something to say. Open the way. First, I want to ask, who is our butler? Who is the valet? Who is the spirit guide that opens the way today? Where are you from and who are you there? And I see you coming from over there. They have stanchions on either side, so it's a very formal letting people through type of guide or butler, valet for us today. And this one seems male and very much almost dressed, sort of kind of like a bellhop with the little
hat,
the little round hat,
I've been
and
one
his
of those
little
before.
marching,
I
you know.
Yeah.
Kind of. But he's more like an usher in this particular case, you know. So he just is helping the others through. So we know we're calling mainly Julie for I've known longer, but there are other spirits that have been here too that may have something to say. There was a dark one, there was a scary one, and there was some ladies that came up towards the end, the Deeve sisters, who I visit them at their graves. So anyone else who has something to say, to visit with us, open, come through us today. Show your way in. I'm going to look at Julie. Would you ask for, I'm sorry, Lynette, will you ask for Julie? Would you say Julie's name 3 times so we can see if she will come through?
Julie. Julie. Julie.
You have a very whimsical and young approach. When connecting with her, it's almost a sense of play that comes to her. She wants to peek around the corner to look at you. So, I don't know, I'm wondering if she was younger than we all thought. Because there's so much play around her, like looking at you when you called. We're sorry it's been empty for so long.
Hide and seek.
Yeah, a lot of whimsy, a lot of play, and I felt that way when she jumped in me long ago. I wanted to skip, hit, you know, we will gladly take that kind of energy. We're not the skipping types right now. The happiness, the joy. I personally will miss you if I don't get to see you in this house in this way anymore, but I will see you from outside. Lynette will miss you too. They might. I don't know. Is there something you want to show me? I saw something a minute ago and now I lost it. Sometimes things come through on a very thin thread. She says she'll miss the presents.
Oh.
She liked getting little gifts and little presents.
And that's full.
The one?
Right behind you. Those are all her presents.
Yeah, I mean, there's all, I got her shoes,
And
I
all
got
the
this,
stuff
we brought
down
her
there.
things at Christmas, you know, we used to, yeah, I don't think a lot of people, she's not used to that through any of the other people that lived here. They didn't do that, you know. So that's only been in the last 10 years. And I think that's part of the folly and the whimsicalness. It's like, oh, she's getting a little gift. So she will miss that. I will try to leave a little something outside for you at least, like I always did, candy and things. I can take something from here with permission and put it at my museum, which is only about 6 blocks away. And I have the picture there, but I'll have something. I could have your story there. I could have something of you there, and you can we'll gift you there for here. I could get an anchor, a brick or something solid from here that's
From inside.
from inside or from outside, from the building. And a roof tile would be significant, but I ain't getting up there.
From as original as you can get.
Cool. Well, as I said, we'll make a little box of relics.
I see.
Little brick, little piece. We'll just wait till we'll
pertinent
break
to
the
story, yeah.
I think.
Yeah, for the
I do.
stories that she, my
Because I was going to paint them.
Right.
Did we see those up in the attic? What did we find up in the attic? We found something weird in the attic.
Yeah, several things. There was some.
But we'll make a little box with a little bit of brick
Okay,
and a little
honey.
bit of earth and a little bit of this and a little bit of
And you
that.
can put-
Either way, we're going to make, before she leaves this trip, we'll make, with your permission, we will make a little reliquary box, and you'll be able to use that to come back and forth like a vehicle, like a thing. And I will make a Julie box, which is something people should do of ancestors, keep something of them. So you'll still be able to get some little gifts and to frolic around in the museum. I've got lots of children's spirits there. I've got other spirits there. You're welcome to come to 826 North Rampart Street. Who knows, maybe one of the family that moves here will be able to connect with you, and you can give them the visuals of how we tried to connect, and maybe they'll do that for you too. Maybe you'll make a new friend. And she likes this too, even though it's been on the wall.
Oh.
I'm seeing like a jester, but the kind, a jester.
On a stick.
Yeah, like a marching stick
Yeah.
with a jester on the
Yeah.
end. I'm seeing that. So that's revelry.
Oh, I'm glad she likes it.
Yeah.
Oh,
So right now she's not mad. She's
not mad at
playing.
me?
No, she's not mad at you. She, disappointed maybe for a while. She was lonely. She
Oh,
was
I know, that's
lonely.
what I
Yeah.
said. I
Yeah.
hadn't been here for so long.
And that meant, unfortunately, that meant nobody was really here.
Because the other guy downstairs died.
Henri Giroux. Henri Giroux. Henri Giroux. At the time, there was a bad man. He kept saying there was a bad man.
Oh, it was by the door.
It was the red eyes, the red eyes.
By the door.
I wanted to see if that struck a bell now, if that's gone as well.
I forgot his name. I forgot his
Well,
name.
that wasn't his name. Jeru means the evil one, the
Oh,
dark
the
one, the
evil
red-eyed one. There was an entity called a Jeru too.
Ah.
And there was one psychic that swore he was calling the previous owner here that, and I said no. She was saying that, Henri was, and that was the man I believe that stopped her. But I'm glad if he's not bothering you. That is
No,
good.
he quit. He quit bothering
He
me.
quit bothering her. It's good that that went away. I've done many. Remember, I went and put something down,
Down
the door
there.
downstairs
Yeah,
to
downstairs.
keep him at bay when he acted up again. So glad you're still safe.
Yeah.
Is there anything you want us to do? Any place you want us to term the Jeru? Anything with Ru is the red eye, the evil, the demon ones. There was a watcher, an astral werewolf known as the Jeru back in the day that stalked her. She was deathly afraid of it, and now anything with the color red disappears. Feeling more lake maybe than river, but I don't know. But I could bring some water. I could put that in your box with the other stuff.
Oh, good. Yeah. Oh, that would be nice.
It's like she might have just liked that freedom, seeing the water, without so many big buildings. She probably could maybe even see the river from here. She probably could see it
Up at this.
from the roof.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well,
Might have
Kind of right.
I have a parasol.
You got so many things. So you got like your own little suitcase. Maybe that's what we'll do, put in a little suitcase. So if you want to travel here,
Yeah.
like a little
baby
hard
size one. Yeah, the hard
one
ones.
that they put
Yeah.
that instead of a
like
box.
That might be good.
A few things for you, the traveling ghost.
Valleys.
Yeah.
So this is a formal invitation for you to come visit me at my house,
That's
as
good.
well as at my museum, as well as wherever you like. You do know that you're not stuck here. You can go anywhere you like, including farther on the other side. Otherwise, you still help people with love, and I know, he's your fault. I'm sorry. She takes full credit for him.
That's great.
We ended up getting a very important item. The haunted swing, which was always Julie's favorite, had been left to rot for many, many years and no longer. It is now in my haunted collection at the museum, as well as a brick and all of her offerings we've gifted her throughout the years. Maybe it was like liquor. Maybe it was, you're not drinking.
No, I got some of the absinthe on a whiff once, and then it smells.
It's not. Could be. This is for you,
Incense has got a nice.
Well, that I know the difference. This was liquor that just went right up like somebody had just poured it out. Maybe it's supposed to pour a little.
Yeah, she's saying homage to the homies. Spill the wine.
I'm trying just a tiny bit on the napkin.
That girl.
Just a tiny bit. Julie, I know that you're not really that familiar with electronic devices, though Lynette has certainly used some with you before. You've learned to manipulate the television here, right? You said
Right.
she changes the language to French.
To the language, yeah.
Animaniacs in French?
Yeah. Yeah.
I usually only talk about Johnny Depp. I didn't know about Animaniacs.
Animaniacs.
Wonder why Animaniacs.
It was funny.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It was really funny, and it was a little kid thing, like you were saying, her being
whimsical. Yeah.
That's what it was.
And Dot's a pain in the ass.
It's so weird. I didn't even know how to change the language, and I turned it on. It was in French.
And she said a couple of times, like, "Oh, that's because she wanted to hear it in French."
Yeah. Well,
back in time, when she looked at this place, when she bought this place, you had zero knowledge about ghosts,
Yes.
spirit world, or anything except knowing whatever your preacher said, like no, 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 right?
Mm-hmm.
And so she thanks you for opening her third eye.
Yep.
And the others.
Definitely.
You know, so that's different. So she had, living with a ghost, and stripping the Hollywood or the pulpit out of it, has a totally different way. But you like the K2 meters and a lot of the electronics more than me. But I brought some electronics and the ghost box so you could speak through. So we're going to try to do that, 1 without the headphones and then 2 with the headphones.
Okay.
So can you give me the blue box? So we're going to try some electronic mediumship. Hi. Devil. Who's the devil? It's Bloody Mary. You think so? Julie, say something to Lynette. She wants to hear your voice. Bonjour. Qu'est-ce qu'il a? Qu'est-ce qu'il a? Parlez-vous français? Is Zachary here? Can you give me the orange ghost box out of that? It's small, like a transistor radio. It might be in the front pocket. Yes. Oh yeah, you can't just... We're making her not be able to read lips either. Every word you hear, Glenette. So she should now start... Who's with us? How many spirits are with us and listening tonight?
Don't tell them.
Come on, please. How many? We know of at least 4. Julie, are you here?
476.
She's got a delay, so that's 476 on the spirits. And
Yeah.
Julie, are you happy? Do you have a message for Glenette?
spies.
Spies? Are there spies?
How old are you, Julie?
How old were you when you died? Yeah, it's the year 2024. That's all the way it is. Further. Is anyone there? I put on reverse. Let's see that. Try that. I put on reverse sweep instead of forward sweep. Any word you hear.
I don't even know.
Was that about how old you are?
Right.
Food.
There was food. We got cake for you, and we got Sazerac for you.
Yes.
The fix. 54 years.
Oh, that's... Are you Julie?
Spring styles.
Are the Deave sisters here? Wave.
Hello.
I can see you in the mirror.
Oh, yeah.
Julie, can you come out?
Okay.
Can you move something in the room? Can you give Glennette her earring?
My son looks better.
You know, Glennette is now a grandma. Is Glennette
You got this.
You got
I
it.
think so.
Are you able to come to visit
We're
me at
still working on it.
the museum?
Anything for your attaché or your
Celebrate special day.
valise?
Okay, we're going to celebrate a special days. Okay.
Anything you'd like us to add to your travel bag? Your valise?
Tragedy.
No, we already unfortunately know the tragedy.
Yes.
Is there anything more to the story that I didn't catch? Do you ever see your love here, Zachary?
Gold.org. Radio.
You can talk through the radio, Julie.
Where do you go with your day? Are you always here?
Please. You're uptight.
I'm really sorry that we have to go. You're always in my heart, dear. I think about you all the time.
Do not compare.
Mm.
Talk to me. That's me saying.
I really, really wish I didn't have to go. But I'll always be around. And you can come and visit me. I know you've done that before.
I asked you before, could you move something in the building, in the bedroom, and over here?
Scepter.
Scepter. I saw that too, remember? Jester scepter. For the... I'm on the sofa.
Alan.
That was a dance.
Garbage.
Way back. Very
Garbage? What is...
Purdy.
Julie...
That's a cattle call. I want to thank you.
I want to...
Absolutely.
You're the ghost of love. We could all use a little extra
Lots
love.
of neat things.
Thanks to you.
Nice gifts. You like your choice?
A ball.
You want a ball?
Yeah.
Or do you want to go to a ball?
Ah.
That
Right.
makes more sense.
Be presented at the ball.
Did you meet your love at one
Julie,
of
can you say your name?
the balls? Say your name, Julie.
Julie?
You are so... What is your name?
Do you ever swear?
She wants her to hear her name.
Oh, double spade.
What does that mean?
Sick.
Julie, can you say Julie? Julie. Juliet.
if I keep that in. Oh, I can't do that anymore. It's making me crazy.
Because of the
Just all the stuff that dash,
Interference. Yeah.
that what?
the static and
No, helps you go under. It's a trance.
Oh no, it's definitely
absolutely a trance.
It definitely is doing that.
Oh, but this time you were getting a lot of words though.
All the
Helps you go under. It's a trance.
Oh no, it's definitely
absolutely a trance.
It definitely is doing that.
Oh, but go. That's Julie's swing. Let's try to hang it right there from the stairwell, so she can actually swing on it if she wants to. Then we have a zombie. Yeah, that's perfect. Can you hold it like right there forever?
Ever.
Okay, cool. There you go, Julie. We'll move the rest of her spot from over here, where it says, Julie's spirits are known to walk on the roof of, and bring her spirit back over here. So we made a permanent spot for Julie, inviting her to come visit whenever she likes. This is a spiritual anchor into the place to help her get here. She is not forced to. I designed my place as a sanctuary for the spirits, and Julie, she's my friend. Sometimes it's easier to capture a spirit on film than it is to the naked eye. The camera lens catches a broader spectrum of light and stops action in moment. I was looking up to the roof on a cold night in December, her most active time of the year. And she was not up there, but close and near and dear to me, just about barely a foot away. Her head is cocked to the side, and there's an orb not too far away, and me. Welcome to our kitchen witchin section. I'm Bloody Mary, and I'm going to take you to meet a very important friend, salt. We eat too much of it, but we don't always even use it correctly. Salt is always good to carry. Get some good salt. Get some sea salt. Get some Himalayan salt if you can. Use it in your food, but carry it with you. If there's ever any attachments on you from paranormal things you may have stepped in inadvertently, salt is your friend. Always direct the salt. Tell it what to do. Pour it into your hand. Blow. Blow into the salt with a prayer and a visualization of taking anything unclean away from you. Pray and bathe into it. Throw it into the water, and at one point in that bath, dunk under head to toe like a new baptism. Salt is always good to carry. In a pinch, maybe save some of these little packages that you get. Now, table salt is not the best, but it is good in a pinch. Going on a ghost hunt, going on a ghost tour, happen to go into a sacred site, a graveyard, carry this with you. Salt is for humans. Salt is for the living. It will ground you and bring you back if you're starting to feel a little off kilter. So remember salt. Now, for a little heavier duty protection spell, I went and got the whole Himalayan salt bowl, edible. Now you can actually cook in this, mixing your herbs together, or you can also use it for more protection spells. I have some fresh camphor that I grow, and camphor and salt together is wonderful to cleanse your house or to get rid of any unwanted evil spirits or even any roommates that are pretty bad. Maybe they will go away too. Because you only want something that's serving your highest good. Now, this isn't going to harm them. This just cleanses it away. So again, breathe into it with a prayer. Direct that it's supposed to cleanse area and keep positive energy. Mix it with that salt that we had already blended and some more. And in a salt bowl, and you don't have to go that far, but I do. And just sit here and grind it and think about all the cleansing of your house. Visualize all light coming in all the windows and all the doors and all the crevices and all the cracks. Grind it up real fine. Now you can mix it in your mop water. You can carry it in a little gree-gree pouch. You can just put it in the four corners of your room. You can cook with it too, but I don't know how tasty camphor is, but salt's damn good. Salt is your friend. In a pinch, you can use the table salt, but it's preferable to use sea salt, earth salt, or even Epsom salt in a pinch. salt is your friend. We were interviewing Glenette early on in the show about Julie, her spirit roommate. It seems that Julie came in herself in the form of a very small orb with an intelligent path. As the orb goes to me, goes to Glenette, and returns again. This is accompanied by a cold spot, one of the early signs that a spirit is near. This would not be the first time that Julie has hitchhiked, but that is how we first met many, many moons ago when she hitchhiked directly on my back, and she probably took a ride with us when I picked up Glenette to come interview her for this show earlier today. We always invite Julie along, and she showed herself. Sometimes Glenette has EVP sessions with Julie. She talks to her regularly in a conversation like we're having right now, but she also has them in session. She has shared one with us. You can hear the word kill. This was not Glenette's voice when we were talking about the bad man that sometimes appears in the apartment or makes himself known.
One more question, sweetie. The person that comes up the stairs when I hear the door slam and they come up to the first landing, that person, the shadow, touched me. Q.
Thank you for joining us. Please subscribe at Bloody Mary New Orleans on YouTube and tell your friends. And visit when you're in New Orleans at my haunted museum and voodoo witch shop. BloodyMaryNewOrleans.com. Thank you.